So today we're going to be reading Deuteronomy chapter 6, verses 4 through 6. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your strength. And these words which I command you today shall be in your heart. So here, Moses is outlining the greatest commandment ever. And if you ever, read some of the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, you know that Jesus echoed the same thing. What is the greatest commandment? That is to love. When God gave Moses the 10 commandments, the first commandment was to love the Lord, your God, to serve him only, and not to have any other God. This is because if we fail to love the Lord, God Almighty, our personal Lord, then we will fail to do any other commandment. When you love somebody, you seek to show them, you seek to honor their wishes, abide by their rules and their boundaries that they set for themselves. Love is displayed through action. Therefore, if you love the Lord your God, which is the first commandment, and serve him only, you would do the honoring of your mother and father. You will not steal. You won't covet. All these other things. And therefore, we have here in Deuteronomy chapter 6, Moses echoing something that is from Genesis all the way to Revelation and is very true for us today, that the greatest commandment in the entire existence is love. Not love based on what humans think, is love based on the standard of God, because God is love. We have in verse 4, hear, O Israel. So Moses is calling the children of Israel to incline their ears and to incline their heart and to incline their understanding to hearing what thus saith the Lord. That the Lord, their God, our God, is Lord, and he is one. I love that. When I read that, I was like, wow. The Lord our God, the Lord is one. We know that God is comprised of 3 distinct persons, but who he is one. So when God called us to himself through covenant, through the blood of Christ, we are one with him. Even Jesus says that when we abide in him and he in us, we are one. Same thing with a man and a woman when they enter into covenant through marriage and sex and relations, they become one. There's a special bond that happens when 2 people are united and they become one. But the Lord, though comprised of 3 distinct persons, they all are one in essence, in nature. Therefore, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your strength. This is something that each and every one of us Christians should do. This is not exclusive to the children of Israel. This is exclusive for all Christians around the world that have lived, are living, and will live. That we should love the Lord, our God, with all that we have. With all that we have. With our heart, with understanding and reasoning. With all of our soul, which encompasses who we are inside. And with all of our strength. With everything that we have in our capabilities, we must love God. And Jesus said this, those who love me will keep my commandments. You cannot claim to love God based on God's standard if you don't do what he tells you to do, quite frankly. By abiding by his commandments. We love God by being obedient to his commands. In verse 6, Moses says, and these words which I command you today shall be in your heart. Brothers and sisters, these are words that, again, are not exclusive to the children of Israel. Although Moses is talking to Israel, we should be taking this to heart as well. That remember that the Lord our God, he is God, that he is one. And that we always should keep him in the forefront of our mind and in our heart and our soul and all of our strength, and continue to strive to be like him, please him, and bring glory to his name. That is the purpose and the reason for our existence. May we never forget that, but always keep it close in our heart. Thanks for watching. Please check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok for the latest content. Also, check us out on our website at www.waytruthem.org or contact us with this email address to connect with us. We are standing ready, willing to pray for you, to believe with you, and to connect with you. Also, check out our book on Amazon called What Do I Do Now? Building a Solid Christian Foundation to help you navigate through the most common questions asked by new and mature believers. May God bless you.